Hey guys, welcome back to the BuzWeaver channel. And in our top stories today from CNN, takeaways from Pete Hegseth's contentious confirmation hearing. And of course, it always seems to appear as though the Democrats are more interested in controversy, putting their fingers in the pie and generating knee-jerk emotional reactions. So Pete Hegseth, Donald Trump's nominee to lead the Pentagon, acknowledged Tuesday he is not a perfect person, but was defiant in the face of multiple allegations surrounding his past conduct during a contentious confirmation hearing. Now, keep in mind, we're reading this from CNN, and they're always going to have their own slant. And a lot of this information about Hegseth is created for the purposes of getting a reaction. Hegseth dismissed the allegations that he sexually assaulted a woman in 2017 as false and part of a coordinated smear campaign, claiming that the attacks against him were an attempt to use him to also smear the president-elect. And we already know this is their MO. This is what the Democrats do. They don't necessarily have to base any of their information on truth. All they have to do is create an allegation or a rumor or hearsay or from a source known by the person or sources that they never name. And we saw this perfectly with Brett Kavanaugh confirmation hearing. And of course we have here, as we talk about here on the BuzWeaver channel, Kavanaugh accuser admits she fabricated allegations as a ploy for attention. This was all contrived. This was at the Brett Kavanaugh Supreme Court confirmation hearing where the Democrats did the same exact thing. And that was try to embarrass Brett Kavanaugh on false information that merely was there to smear and to create a emotional reaction from people so they could plant that seed of doubt in people's minds. It's absolutely pathetic and ridiculous. And here we move over to Twitter, and we have Charlie Kirk. You're going to want to watch Senator Wicker's quick response to Gary Peters' bloviating about Hegseth's supposed lack of management experience. Of course, they're just attacking him at every level. And, of course, it's also to smear Donald Trump because it's guilt by association as well and connecting the dots. So let's have a listen.
I'm just about trying to get things done, managing efficiently, and having the best people who have demonstrated that in a large organization. And I'm sorry, but I don't see that in your background. There are a lot of other things you can do very well. You're a capable person, but you have not convinced me that you're able to take on this tremendous responsibility with a complex organization and having little or no significant management experience.
Senator, I'm grateful to be hired by one of the most successful CEOs in American history, should I be confirmed.
Mr. Hegseth, it seems to me that you've supervised far more people than the average United States senator supervises typically.
Yeah, exactly. And these are points that the Democrats don't want people to hear. See, they want to control the language. They want to control, well, just like we've talked about here on the BuzWeaver channel. They've hijacked our culture. They've hijacked our language. They've hijacked our institutions, and they hijacked our justice system. Why? So they can control it all. So that everything can be seen through their lens and no one else's lens, because no one else can be in control unless it's them. No one can do anything. No one can, just like the way they treat minorities. Minorities can't succeed without the help of Democrats. Think about how embarrassing and humiliating that is to a group of people who are Americans, who are going about the business and their daily lives, having to have, and the Democrats perceive themselves as the ones who allow them to succeed. That without the Democrats, the minorities would not be able to succeed. Think about that. Think about how undignified that is to a group of individual people when you, the Democrats, claim that only by your direction, only by your abilities can these people succeed if they allow it. Now, here's interesting here. I meme, therefore I am. Unhinged leftist interrupts and is forcibly removed during Pete Hegseth's hearing. And this is what they do. They rile up individual people, get them emotionally charged. And this is what I was talking about. The Democrats aren't particularly interested in all the facts or getting all the facts or giving people different perspectives, only their own through their own lens. And this is what it generates right here.
Veterans are committing suicide and are homeless. My father, a veteran, committed suicide, and you're sending money to
Sit down. You're gonna go sit down.
I'm leaving, man.
Bravo team. He's leaving.
He's going
Bravo
out.
team. Exit.
Well, get your hands off me.
Exit.
You may continue.
Get your hands off.
USA.
Turning the Pentagon Mountain back to war fighting.
I said I was leaving.
That's it.
I said I
That's
was
my
leaving.
job.
I don't need your hands on me.
Mr. Hegseth, suspend your...
So this is during the hearing, and this is not uncommon for these things to happen. But we never saw it during Biden's hearings, during Biden's confirmation hearing. And I want you guys to see this. During Biden's confirmation hearing, look at all the no's or disapproval by Democrats during the confirmation. Look at that. Not a single yes. I'm sorry, not a single no until you get down to the Republicans. Not a single one. So Biden went completely unabated. There was nothing from the Democrats when it came to their picks. They were not going to say anything negative. They weren't going to challenge anything. When it came to Joe Biden, everything was clear, good, and on the go. And it's absolutely amazing, is it not? What they put Donald Trump's confirmation hearing picks through. Here's Tiny Tim Kaine grilling Pete Hegseth. Of course, they're all going to do that. And then we have what we just saw a moment ago. And then, Senator Gary Peters, who we were just watching. And then we have the senator from Nevada, Jackie Rosen, also questioning his abilities and capabilities. And it's just absolutely absurd because the message from the Democrats is we want everyone to think that there is something to be concerned about when it comes to Donald Trump, when it comes to anyone who's a Republican and a potential pick for Donald Trump. It's absolutely extraordinary. But I welcome your thoughts and opinions down below on if you're keeping up with any of the confirmation hearings. But it's going to be interesting also when we see Kash Patel as well when he gets up there, and even Pam Bondi when she goes before the Senate. But we already know how the Democrats operate. And I'm glad the American people, my fellow Americans, common sense thinking individuals, everyday average Americans out there trying to take care of themselves, trying to take care of their families, can already see what it was like under the Biden administration, and thus why Donald Trump won so massively. And it's massive. When you can win the popular vote that no one has won since George Bush, 2004, 20 years ago, and you get the popular vote, that goes to show you. That gives me confidence in our country. That gives me confidence in our nation. But the Democrats, of course, are going to have to always inject themselves into all these things, create controversy, generate emotion, get those knee-jerk reactions. This is why they didn't like Elon Musk also taking over for X, or Twitter now, right? Formerly Twitter, now X, because they wanted to control the language. They wanted everyone to only hear their side of the story. And this is what's so ridiculous and irritating about them, and of course the left in general. They want to control the narrative. They want to control the language. They want to control it all. But I welcome your thoughts and opinions down in the comment section below. I want to thank all you guys across New Tech. That's BitChute, Rumble, and Odyssey for your guys' continued support as we move into 2025. And, of course, everyone here on YouTube. Below this video, you can find the various social media links that I belong to. You guys can follow me there, like X, for example. If you guys want to follow me on there, it helps out the channel. And, of course, if you order frequently from Amazon or a Prime member, I have my landing page link down below. You guys can add that to your bookmark. So when you watch your movies or place your orders, just use that link. It helps out the channel and your privacy is protected. And, of course, if you're interested in a VPN, a virtual private network for even watching some of your streams that you may not be able to see from the United States, but you can log into foreign countries and even get airline tickets for local rates and those sorts of things by using a VPN, because it associates your location with the VPN. So people use that sometimes to place orders and things like that, or watch television shows. But guys, thank you so much for your continued support. Appearing there on the screen for everyone watching on YouTube, that'll be the channel icon. You guys can click on that to subscribe, as well as to select notifications. That way you know when there's content here on the channel. And I'll see all you guys in the next video.